Yo, what the fuck? What are you guys doing in here? Why do I got 3 viewers? I'm not supposed to have them yet. I gotta build up to that number. Hold on, what have I done? Got a headphone Ouroboros going on here. I'm too many cables. Ow! Stop. The cables are fighting back. Please! Okay. Just kidding. I've subdued them and now they work for me again. Oh, that's gonna vibrate. Let me just... I forgot you're off mute now. Get out of here. Stop. Cease. And then we go to the Twitch app. And then we go to the Twitch manager. I'm my own manager. And I say, never use 3D model in my line of sight ever. And I say, yes, sir. Why is my... Oh, my XP pen thing is not open. And now it is. Okay, good. And then we just open up the comic. And we'll be fine. I can throw the visuals on screen. Now, if I believe correctly, well, the phrase is, if I remember correctly, I believe. But if I do believe properly, then I will find that we were working on this particular page. If I use all of my heart, especially the bottom of it, I hear that part's important. I'm not sure what chamber that is, but the bottom of your heart, generally needed for, wish making. From what I hear, here we go. All right, there it is. There's me. There's everything. Good. We're back doing the comic. My mic seems far away. Get over here. And my friend Mike also seems far away. Very distant recently. Wonder what's going on with him. I don't have a friend named Mike. I used to, but no longer. It was nothing major that made us grow apart, just a little bit of gang warfare, that's all. This is all true Zotan lore. Put it in the notes. You know, that happens to everyone. Everyone gets a little gang warfare from time to time. It just happens. It's the people who haven't gotten into gang warfare is you gotta worry about. What have they done? Probably sold somebody out, so they didn't gotta get into no warfare. Now, I don't know much about gang life. I know, white kid from suburbia. Sheltered from everything. Doesn't know much about gang life. So, like, you know, not too surprised there. For any, but well, you shouldn't be in that regard. But I think, isn't there a whole thing for gangs like turf control? Like just meandering around certain blocks? Or particular roads? I don't know. I guess they would call them streets because, you know, it's like on the streets. You don't call it being on the roads. That sounds like something a narc would say. You out here perusing these mean roads? Hello, Gero. Welcome in. How is your day going? How's the volume here? Sounds loud. No, that's good. Just my dang headphones. So far, so good. You? Well, that's the easy part, is you telling me how your day's going. Now tell me how my day's going. No, I'll do it for you. My day's going swimmingly. You are now listening to a post-dental appointment Zotan, so if he sounds a little bit, perhaps undeservedly confident, a little bit more undeservedly confident than usual, that'd probably be why. I didn't really do any of the hard work today, but I do feel pretty good. All it took was like a half an hour in that chair listening to the most agonizing scrunching noises that you've ever heard. But then the teeth are fine. God, that noise is bad, though. It sounds so much worse than it actually is. It sounds like they're gonna scrape your entire tooth out of your mouth when you're at the dentist. But they're not doing it. I promise you, your teeth are still gonna be there when they're done. Probably. I can't guarantee anything. There's probably some dentist that's going to wind up on a true crime podcast who does collect the teeth from their patients. Unless they are. I have severe dental trauma. That sounds like a... Actually, I think I forget what the difference between orthodontist and dentist is. But I'm pretty sure orthodontist is like mainly to do with jaw alignment. That's the specialization that they do. And the only part of dental trauma that is annoying is that the worse it gets, like, the treatments are so expensive. It's like all of them. It sucks. And dental insurance is always garbage because it's never considered like a... I'm having the same problem with trying to get my stomach conditions sorted out. Where all the insurance companies are like, well, you're not going to die immediately from it, so it's like, why should we make the coverage good at all? It's like, come on, bro. You know dental issues can lead to severe health issues, and yet this is how insurance does people. It's like, well, if your heart's not exploding, I don't see why we have to cover it with any semblance of decency. It's like, come on. Orthodontists are dentists as well, but their specialty focuses on correcting bites, occlusion, which is how your teeth come in contact with one another, and the straightness of your teeth. So it was jaw and teeth alignment. I see. I was close. I was missing some details. Let's draw this man's wavy hair. Makes all of the fifis go wild, mainly just her. But you know what? That's all that matters. If you can make even one person swoon over your OCs, that's all that counts. But he's a married man. This elf man in particular. You mustn't take him away from his beautiful wife and child. Loving family. Music? I hate this Souls video. I try to find Souls music, and then it's all bad because they just, like, the audio balancing is so... Go over here. Yeah, just do this one. But that's where I was this morning. It was actually nuts because this is a new dental place for me, so I just went there with the expectation of them doing x-rays and then, like, doing all the typical new patient stuff, which is usually not a cleaning. But they decided to do one anyway. I was like, well, alright, fine, whatever, I'll take it. Frick yeah, dude. Why not? And the lady was very nice, the actual hygienist that did most of the cleaning. And I told her about all the fun stuff that comes with being a night shift grocery stocker. There's got to be a different name for what that occupation is. I'm sure my job description phrased it differently, but hold on. Person who stocks shelves at a grocery store. There we go. During the night hours. I mean, it's a little bit of a mouthful, but I don't really have a better phrase for it. That doesn't sound like stalker spelled S-T-A-L-K-E-R. And then I told her all about how the worst part about it is, even though you don't gotta talk to anyone, the overnight bakers do come in, and they do make cinnamon rolls, and all the other stuff, and I have to smell that the entirety of my shift. So that's torture, psychologically. Not only am I gonna have to work at nighttime in this place for like the next 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours, depending on if you're counting breaks or not. It's gonna smell like donuts the whole time, you monsters. And I can't eat them unless I pay for them, of course. Although sometimes you do get lucky and the bakery department does mess up. And they'll just have extra donuts. Like they had a bunch of donut holes that we had to eat. We didn't have to eat them, but it was in everyone's best interest if we ate them. Otherwise, they just go to waste. And that was a lot of donut holes. I don't know if I like the direction I've taken this hair right now. The waves look weird. Let's try and streamline it. Wherever you work is awesome. Wherever you work is awesome about that. Most places require you to dump them around here. Really? That's so wasteful. Yeah, no, we just got extra donuts. Consider theft if you eat it. That's a little excessive in my opinion. Like, there's so many things you can do with it that are not dumping it. Just give it to like a homeless shelter or something. Anything, donating it, anything is better than just like, just ice it, get it out of here. We have a new special garbage can called Donut Trash Can that we put all the donuts in. It has a motion-activated camera next to it, and we send all the pictures. We put it on a Facebook wall. It sends the pictures directly to homeless shelters, saying, "Oh, look what we're doing. We're wasting donuts. How do you feel about that?" You know, it wouldn't be thievery if we ate the donuts, and we were just... Well, it would have been messed up if it was considered thievery if we ate the donuts, because they were telling us to eat them. That would have been entrapment. Pretty sure that's the literal definition of that. This goes as far as to prevent people from dumpster diving, like pouring bleach in the garbage bag. Why? Can homeless people have, like, one thing? It's a donut. It's not the nuclear football that you're hiding in a garbage can. Not around here. Yeah, at least it's not around there. I wish it was not around anywhere, because that sounds nightmarish. Can't even give homeless people benches these days. They made those, or not even just like a place to lie on the ground, like those heating vents that are scattered around cities sometimes. I don't know if they're heating vents, but they're vents that produce heat, I'm pretty sure. They made them all like raised and jagged with uneven surfaces so that homeless people won't sleep on them. It's like, would you just like leave them alone for 1 second? This anti-homeless architecture is a little... Can we just, like... There's a different thing you should be doing, and it's called treating the root cause. And not making the symptom weird. Not giving the symptom a weird complex about where it's gonna sleep that night. Politicians would literally turn infrastructure into American Ninja Warrior obstacle courses before they figure out homelessness. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, how about you stop with the anti-homeless architecture and instead invest in housing for all? I know, like, what do they... They're freaking making jungle gyms out here. Just so homeless people can't sleep on the ground. Can't spell today, I get the message, and I'm all for it. Am I kidding? I can't spell ever. I can't speak ever. In that regard, our methods of communication, by all accounts, it shouldn't work. We shouldn't be able to understand each other, and yet, life finds a way. Jeff Goldblum, he said that. Or did he say nature finds a way? I don't know. I can't, what do they call it? Remember things. This eye is whacked. I gotta fix that up. I can see it without even flipping the image today. It's already been 20 minutes. Where's the time go, brother? I think he is a little weird. Hold on, we gotta shift this. Transform, skew that. No, we gotta select all these layers. Edit, transform, skew, my skewed perspective, my twisted vision. My unhinged point of view. But yeah, I did learn that... Well, I've learned this about myself before, but I've relearned it again today. I thought my teeth were going to be severely acid eroded because of the whole stomach condition thing. But it turns out, they were fine. The teeth, for the most part, completely fine. The secondary dentist came in. I don't know who... I think he's the one with specialized training or whatever to do medical procedures, if need be. Or to at least evaluate them on the first visit. Came in and said, oh yeah, no, your enamel's fine. And your x-rays are fine, and there's no underlying decay anywhere. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not... My teeth aren't messed up. My brain is. I'm just a hypochondriac, which I've known before. I have health anxiety. I have for years now. But it just strikes again. Every time I go on Google looking up a disease and I see the list of symptoms, I'm like, oh, maybe I could have a thyroid disorder. It's like, no, Zotan. No, you don't. You're just on Google again. The same website that lets people post flat earth theories on Reddit. You gotta keep that in mind, buddy. Not everything is true. And not everything is particularly relevant to you. Me? A lot of talking to myself as if I'm another human being today. Is his nose longer than it normally is? Let me try fixing that. Just the depiction of it. Yeah, I think shortening up the old nose a little bit really makes it look like his face, as opposed to some other character's face. Choo-choo, stinky hello, swan. How's it going? How was your day? I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah, this is... Wait. No, this one, yes. Oh, my computer. It did not like that one. I will shrink the brush size, just don't ever do that again, please. You read it aloud. Was I not supposed to? It's in my chat. You can type literally anything. And I'll read it out loud. I dare you. Do your worst. I'm like the Anchorman teleprompter scene. I'll just say it if it shows up in front of me. You gotta be careful. Zotan is a great artist. He is also very fun to hang out with. Did I deliver that naturally? Did that sound good? I can do another read if you need. I can do a bit more dramatic if you need it. Zotan is a great artist. He's also very fun to hang out with. Was that good? You like that? What do you think? I won't be careful. It's a cold, dark day here in Zotan's stream. Oh, come on. Swan. Zotan loves money and can't wait to get affiliates so he can receive donations. Had a visceral reaction, 1 second. I'm fine. Y'all ever feel a sharp pain where your gallbladder is? I think that just happened. I don't even know where the gallbladder is, so I don't know. If that bit even works. Sound like when I had to read that, but you didn't have to read that fanfiction. Do not conflate these two situations. You did not have to read it. You chose to read it. You chose to play that whole game. As well. And read stuff out loud. I had no choice in the matter. I warned you I would have no choice, and you did it to me anyway. That is entrapment again. You've implicated me in a crime. And for that, the punishment is... I guess I could just give you more money. It's a pretty good punishment. Usually that works. I think it's funny that the same way that you dissuade a cat from doing things would work for dissuading Swan from doing things. It's called a no-no can, and what you do is you fill up like a tin with pennies, and then you just shake it at the cat. I don't think this is a humane treatment for behavioral issues with cats, so, like, don't do this one, but, like, you could just do the same thing. You just shake pennies in a tin at Swan, she'll be like, ah. Money. Zotan, I think I messed up. I was given an idea and ran with it. Now I have regrets. Is this about the plushies? Is this about Big Garrow? World's largest ball of yarn? No, that was fine. Oh, okay, here's a new thing that went wrong. Oh, a Discord image. DM, I seen it. Let me check. Mouse, where are you? There you are. Did you know? I guess I'll never know. I don't, actually. Thank you, Discord. What is this? Garrett, what am I looking at? Did you get a government-assigned frog? I present to you Garrow HD. Where's your galaxy patterning? How is this in any way high def? This is the problem with photography. They said it wouldn't replace traditional art, and now look at it. Swan, when did your name on Discord become Swan Normal? Why are you lying to people? It's gonna be a redeem. A few days ago. You and Azure are the only ones who know. I would never lie. That's... What if that was a lie? Shit. I don't know how to deal with it. It's too early for brain teasers. I just had dental work done today. You can't be doing this. I'm normal. What do you mean? You played only cans all the way through. You can't ever be normal after that experience. It's a rite of passage. And you did it in front of other people, which is like basically public indecency. I tell you what though, when that grandma can showed up on screen, I was about ready to do one of them frat boy, you take the can, put it on your forehead, and then there you go. Just collapse it in on itself. Just freaking... What do they call those things? The collapsing telescope? Just telescope it right in. No, it was true. It's gonna happen. I've never done that in my life. Crushed a can on my forehead. I don't think my bones are strong enough to do it. I feel like if I did that, I would have some head-induced injury. or injury induced to the head. A head-induced injury would be like a headbutt. Can you consider psychological bullying a head injury? Because I'm taking psychic damage sometimes when I'm bullied on all sides and the world's against me. A self-induced injury, yeah, I'd get one of those for sure. Self-sustained. Does sound very unlike you. I don't even drink anything that comes out of a can these days. Can you imagine drinking canned water? That sounds like a psycho maneuver. I did drink boxed water one time. It tasted about how you would expect water in a carton to taste. Oh, do I have a water for you? You have water for me? Is it canned? I'm not gonna drink it. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna drink canned water. They have it. Canned bread. Squidward was off the rocker for that one. Liquid Death. Okay, I have seen this one. I have seen Liquid Death, mainly because I watch Cody Ko, so I do know the funny Liquid Death water. Can you survive Murder Mountain? Death Clock 3 by Liquid Death Nixon? Don't be scared, it's just water. Yeah, I've seen this. This company. They're more of a brand than a product at this point. It's all about fostering that identity. Which for a water company is interesting. It's also the name of the next boss for the next Metal Gear game. Don't tell anybody you heard it here, though. I'm not supposed to know that. Without Kojima to come up with such brilliant names as Die Hardman, a real name that he came up with on his own. Konami's been hit pretty hard in the name department. They're coming up with Liquid Death. No creativity. People make fun of stuff like that when calling Kojumbo a genius. But it's like, you remember Die Hardman, alright? You're gonna remember that more than most other video game characters' names. What's a single Call of Duty character's name? I don't think anybody remembers a single one. Except for maybe like the Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops diehards that played since the first ones. I don't even know. Some people probably remember the guy who you press F to pay respects to in Call of Duty. I know that's a meme, so people definitely remember that one. But Die Hardman? That's a memorable video game character. I don't even know what his role in the story is, but I know him. And isn't that the goal when making art, to be memorable? See, Kojima is a genius. I know. I make fun of the scene as well. When she's like, and now we can be together like Mario and Princess Peach, and then they run on a beach. Is it the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life? Yes. But he's remembered. Where am I right now? He made you remember that name. He made me remember Die Hardman. And sometimes I think he did it as a joke. Sometimes I think he knows what he's done. He also made me remember that war is pretty cool sometimes. Because no matter how dark or disparate or desolate or depressing or depraved the conditions are, somewhere there's gonna be an eye patch man fighting a robot. And I think that's pretty cool. As long as that happens at some point, it might be worth it. There's an eye patch man fighting an exact clone of himself who's like his own dad, but not really. You know, it's all pretty good. There's an anime guy who works for the government as one of their lead scientists, and he pees himself. That's... I can't bring myself to say that's pretty cool. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Otacon. I'm sorry. You're just a weenus. Am I going to a convention in literally less than a week? Yes. But I'm not gonna pee myself. At least I don't plan on doing that. Nobody plans on doing that. Well, some people plan on doing that. I'm not gonna talk about them right now. We're getting into a video idea that Cody Co would talk about, which is the adult baby, and that whole phenomenon. I am a little irritated. I know this company I work for, they never give me a break. They knew that I bet they did this as soon as they approved the trip. Or my time off for it. Because what they did is my days off had been Monday for a while. Monday, Wednesday. And now they're making me work every day up until the trip from this point, and including yesterday. Adult baby, don't make me explain that. This isn't a Christian stream, but still I have standards of things I talk about. So I'm working a 6-day work week today. Not today. That's not how long. A week cannot exist within a day. Sometimes it feels like it, though. I figured that would happen. I can't believe they never let me get anything. Can't have shit in Detroit. What was that from? I've quoted that and I don't even know where it's from. Oh, it's just a catchphrase. It just came out of nowhere. Nice. So typical of companies to do that. I hate it. Profits are the unpaid wages of the working class, and etc., etc. You'll get more money, at least, I guess so. Which is important going on a trip to a convention where cash is necessity. Her shoulders looking so brawl. You're not supposed to be the muscle character yet. Slow your whistle down. hold your goat. How do we own goats? Do we own them for, like, fur products? Can you make things out of goat fur? Because we don't eat them. At least I don't think so. I guess some people eat goat. It's rare that I hear about people eating goat meat. And I know goat cheese is a rarity, but, like, by and large, goats, they just don't seem as common in terms of livestock. Like, what do they even do? Milk? Is goat milk that popular? For cheese? I know goat cheese is a thing. But I would think if you looked at a pie chart for cheese consumption based on origin, the goat would not be there. Goat cheese rare. Listen, not everyone lives in the cheese universe of the universe. I know what I said. You're in like a pocket dimension of cheese. Concentric circle. That's a tangent. Don't do that. That's a tan. I'm not gonna do the mouth sounds. But that man eating ice cream because it is his life's passion, he does make me very happy. I do love his enthusiasm. Have to reboot my PC to updates. BRB, alright, Gary. See you in a bit. Freaking mouth sounds. Who allowed those? God. Why you do this to me? Looks well and good. Her necklace is original and not based in any other earthly religion, by the way. I don't want any comments, I don't want any slander, no libel either. I've seen some musings from some ne'er-do-wells in chat during some recent Sekiro streams, suggesting that not every idea I come up with is purely my own, and that it might be based in history or something. Not so. Everything I think about is whole cloth created from my brain space, including the idea of people with pointy ears and big hair. There's not even a word for it. I don't even know what to call it. Is her nose bigger than this? Or smaller than this? Usually. I think that's good enough conveyance of the nose. She has such a small nose, it's hard to get all the detail there. Let's do the landmark thing that I normally do. No, that did not work. Sometimes that works. I don't know why it didn't work this time. Let's just draw the landmark properly. But yeah, plus side, I don't need extensive dental work. Everyone said it was good. That leaves only a couple other issues to deal with, and then my resolution of making sure I'm not physically destroyed by the end of this year is on its way. Good proceedings. Thanks to you people. I was gonna destroy myself and not sleep and do all sorts of horrible things. Finish this comic earlier, but no, I can't have any fun around here. I have to go to bed. That's good, whatever. But yeah, teeth being good, that's fine. I was pretty stoked about that. It did reaffirm my, is a near hypochondriac is willing to destroy his sleep? Well, sleep has never been associated with any health issues, ever. Never, ever. I haven't looked into it, and therefore I'm immune to it. Why don't we Google that right now? I'm not going to, because I know even if I do it as a bit, I'll be thinking about it 3.5 days from now. I'll be like, why did I even do that? Now I'm just thinking about how me not sleeping is going to result in a brain aneurysm or something. Just waiting for the time bomb to go off then. I won't say anything that don't. You do it. I'll think about it forever. What am I doing? I'm pressing the Windows key. Can't say nothing to a man with health anxiety. That is a blessing and a curse. You never have to discuss medical issues with someone who's a near hypochondriac because they don't want to hear it. And also, it's better for you if you don't. Because then you'll be dealing with the aftermath, which is, oh my god, do you think? Do you think? Did you look into it any further? You say you brought it up before, did you? Could it be? I'll say Google it the next time you try to mess with your own health. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't even drink juice. I drink water only. I'm like a very... And I do light cardio and aerobics for 8 hours every night when I work. I think I'm good in the health department. I think a little lost sleep wouldn't have killed me. Especially since I'm never gonna die. Like, ever. I don't think you guys have fully weighed the gravity of that situation, but, like, I'm here for eternity. And the more I say it, the closer we get to manifesting it, so... It's almost here. It's almost upon us. I won't say anything. You don't have to. I'm back, but I'm gonna lurk. Alright, Gary, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. Oh. I was trying to look up if Boston Cream Donuts could be a link to any disease, because I was going to do a slam dunk on somebody, no one in particular, but now all I found is a restaurant that was closed 4 years ago for vermin infestation in California. What restaurant was this? Someone's reporting gastroenteritis after eating at Raising Cane's. in North Versailles, Pennsylvania. Here's one from Cafe Nero in Kingsway, London. Had the cheese toast and woke up very sick this AM. Symptoms: nausea, diarrhea, vomiting. Hashtag London, hashtag cheese, hashtag toast. This is awesome. What website am I on right now? iwaspoisoned.com. I didn't even click. I was just looking this up. This website's awesome. Boston cream donuts end up being bad. You and I will both suffer. Why would you look that up? It's just funny. I didn't know this was going to be the thing. Norovirus outbreak in San Diego linked to raw oysters. Not as funny. I liked the funny British man complaining about cheese toast and throwing up. Hold on, let's see if we can find anything more. Carl's Jr., Roscoe Boulevard, Los Angeles. They're 99... Sorry, hold on. They are 99-cent spicy chicken sandwich. 6 hours later, my nephew is throwing up and diarrhea. Then when I was later after that, I was throwing up. Symptoms: diarrhea, vomiting. Hashtag Carl's Jr. The website name, and this is a great website. I love this. I've never heard about this before. A lot of vermin infestation. Oh, this one's a story. I haven't even read it. Let's delve in it. Walmart Supercenter in Washington at around noon today. I bought and ate some popcorn chicken from the deli from those grab-and-go cups. Well, there's your first mistake. I'm not... Anyway, while on the car, well, you're in the wrong spot, buddy. There's your second problem. I noticed quite a few of them in the middle were cold. So when I got home, I heated up and finished them. There's your third problem. This is not food poisoning. This is you poisoning yourself by being an idiot. 13 hours later, I'm waking up to vomiting and my body aching, hoping it stops with just the vomiting. I'm still not feeling great as I write this. I noticed the chicken wasn't done, so I ate it after I heated it up a little bit. I don't know what these people are doing. This website is great. I'm gonna come back here later. iwaspoisoned.com. What the hell? What more I know. Never take a chance on chicken or pork? I know, those are like... chicken is like the meat that you don't mess around with, or you will find out. No, what more? Hello, I mean Maroon. Hello, Steak. What are y'all doing? What do you think I'm doing? I'm making a comic book. I've been doing that for like a year now. Hey, Lil, what are you doing here? Don't you have a job or something? You fool. Is that what you're doing on stream? No, I'm doing that off stream. What you're seeing on stream is actually an AI recreation of what my streams would look like if I were doing them right now. I think it's pretty faithful. This is almost like one-to-one to how I would be making this page. You can see the computer working in real time. It's pretty impressive. Ignoring my responsibilities right now. I see. I know. It's working pretty good. Luckily, it hasn't had to draw a hand yet. Otherwise, then we'll see the whole operation go down in flames. Uh-oh, there's one down here. Oh god, it's locking in on it. Oh, why is it doing that? It's not supposed to work on that panel yet. It must have heard me. Uh-oh, what's it doing? Oh, that's not what they look like. Oh, try... Oh, no, dude. That's not... Come on now. You're better than this. So our Zotans aren't even real? No, apparently not. It should be doing a lot better at hands. I used Sam Does Art's art model. I don't know what's going on here. Now it's hiding the sketch layer. Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. Oh, God, that's hideous. This is what AI does, everybody. Don't let it do your comic in real time. This is what you'll get. It's bad. I'm gonna have to undo that, recalibrate this. Go back to the other panel. Thank you. Computers these days. Alright, now we can draw a foot. You showed up just in time, Steak. It is clothed, I will say. Let's go. How good is AI at feet? I don't know. I've never looked at AI feet drawings specifically. I mean, there's definitely like a lower pool of resources to pull from. Artists who draw feet in their compositions compared to those who don't. But those who do, they got some of the best artist references in the world. Because the people who draw feet consistently that you could use to scrape images from for your art, for your AI model, they probably got some good feet references, man. Some of the best, some like world-class stuff we're talking here. Sure the AI references Ada's feet specifically. This is gonna be me, but with feet. What is this? After a life of hard work, I finally have all the feet, yet I still feel empty inside. Grippers, hello, Jiro. Welcome in. Not to be confused with Garo. Or Dr. Giro. Hello, Rob! Welcome in. Is everybody ignoring responsibility today? Let's go. I'm all for that. You know I endorse this. All right, Rob, now where do we leave off? I'm thinking Scrimbledimp Flapples. What do you think? Nice, good. Out of 10, what are we working with? What is that, my fellow foot aficionado? As if I'm paying credit card bills like a loser. You self-employed so-and-so. I've been doing work from home for the past couple of days. Yo, nice. It's negative 35 Fahrenheit where I am. And all the cell towers are failing. No. Totally not doing my job. Well, you have an excuse at this point. Scribble them what? You know, like the apples and what they are actually called and stuff in the real world. Where we live. Not where Steak lives, which is some weird dimension where people are just barefoot all the time. I think Steak's personal hell would be like one of those bait and switch heavens where it's like at first he shows up to St. Peter and St. Peter's like, alright. Or what appears to be St. Peter. He's like, you could get past through the pearly gates and your wildest dreams will come true. I think that's how heaven works. I don't know. I haven't read the book. I've only seen the anime. Also known as Passion of the Christ. And then it's gonna be like, you will now enter a place where feet are always present, day in and day out. And then when you pass through the gates, it'll be revealed to you that it is the underworld. When all of a sudden, where are you? Oh no. It's an eternal representation of a day resort in Tahiti. And the only feet there are dads with sandals on. And you just get to look at middle-aged man feet all the time. And then that's the reveal. And then the Twilight Zone music plays and the credits start pulling up. Let's go. Don't say let's go. Do not. Green lighted. Why did Jordan Peele get the job for Twilight Zone reboot? It's gonna be dads wearing socks with sandals. Yeah, that's true. You won't even get to see the grippers. Push to production, shit it. Ship it. I just looked at the T and the P keys on the keyboard stick. I'm gonna have to call you out on that one. This was no mere accident. This was premeditated shitting. Which ideally most of shitting should be. If you're doing that unpremeditated, see a gastroenterologist. you may have irritable bowel syndrome. Wait, hold on. So you're pogging about wearing socks over the feet, too? I don't know where to read this man anymore. I don't know what he likes at this point. Would they be entitled to compensation? I got nope. It's already shipped? What? I just said the idea, but moments ago. Who's stealing my work and making it into production? Dad socks with sandals is a go? No, it's not. I did not approve. This is my IP. I developed this. You guys are thieving right underneath me. I can ban all of you right now. My heaven is here on earth. Well, that's very lovely. That's a lovely sense, an uncharacteristically lovely sentiment. Out of nowhere. Time we take creative control. He doesn't know what's good for his own IP. I just made the IP seconds ago. Willem Dafoe voice. I started this company. We'll put your name in the credits somewhere. Probably under some category called Stinky Idiot, if I had to guess. Immediately steal his idea. I made this with my own 2 hands. I get no respect. Executive Stinky Idiot, thank you. Thank you. The honorific is appreciated. With his own 2 feet. Alright. We've had a lot of fun here today. Grossing myself out. Alright, let's draw a freaking face. Distract everyone from what just happened for the past 30 minutes. Oh, what's that? It was only like 5? It felt like longer. Oh, it still feels like an hour. Well, I mean, it has been an hour, but not an hour of talking about feet. I would have remembered that. You know, you would think being into muscle mothers, the term athlete's foot would mean something a lot more appealing, but no, it's not the foot of an athlete. You can't look up pictures of that. Don't even try it. My, friend did it. Yeah. And he was sorely disappointed. Let's talk about muscle mommies. I have responsibility. You could ignore it for like 20 minutes talking about feet, but now all of a sudden the feet talk stops and you gotta go back to do stuff. I see how it is. Now he's got responsibilities. You guys see that? Have a good one. I'll see you tonight. Maybe. Catch you later, steak. Maybe. Thanks for stopping in. Ugh. Goodbye, tuna bits. You will be tuna missed. Tuna bits sounds like one of those jokes. Am I chatting with meat? Twitch is so fun. Not only meat, but sentient meat bits. With a, I'm just gonna be polite and say, a passion for feet. A passion for podiatry. Is that the right thing? Podiatry. Foot care. Nailed it in one. I am a science. Feet meat. Yeah, that one. You guys remember those displays they used to have in grocery stores where they would just kind of have like a rack of insoles, and then there was this machine you would step on with like a monitor and stuff here, and then there's like a scale or whatever, and it would like calculate the arc of your foot, and then it would you could select the insoles right there. Whatever happened to those? I don't see those anymore. But I do remember them being there for like a few years. A rack of incels? No, that's Reddit. This was in real life. Insoles. Yes, those ones for the feet. I can make fun of Reddit because I'm on there every day. I've been in the trenches long enough to call out all sides. I'm mainly there just to see what people are complaining about in the webtoon community these days. It's a surprisingly frequent number of things to complain about in the webtoon community. You'd be surprised. Blatant racism is still a prominent issue with somehow. It just showed up one day and that was the talk of the town for a week. Those machines are still around, I think. I haven't seen them. I would very much like to, because I've been thinking about just buying insoles. I don't really have foot issues, but like, they sound comfortable. This is not how this hand is going to work. I'm going to tell you that right now. Speaking of grippers, you know what else I don't see? I don't see those machines where it's just like grip this metal rod or whatever, like as hard, then it's got like a little like bike thing here, and you're supposed to like grip it as hard as you can. And it'll give you a strength meter, and mine always probably said something like wuss. Go the opposite direction, get barefoot shoes? What are barefoot shoes? Is that just the leathery exterior that develops around your foot when you walk barefoot for a while, like what Steve Jobs did? Like how our feet used to be in the prehistory era? Are we out of music? We're out of music already? What the hell? It's funnier to just say yes to your assertion, but they're a real product. Okay. Thank you for not gaslighting me for the sake of comedy. I would have believed it. Very easily. I want nothing more than to immediately believe every dumb idea I have is true. Weren't there those slippers for swimming or something that were actually feet-shaped? Those I do remember. I do remember foot-shaped, like, waders. You just slide them on, and they looked so weird. Well, they looked like feet, and for me that's weird. For some people, they're very sensual. Shoes that are about as close to being barefoot as you can, while protecting your feet. Look up a brand called Zero Shoes. I've looked up Zero Shoes. I am now on the website. I am seeing sandals, shoes, boots, DIY. What? What is a DIY shoe? You know, honestly, they look a lot more like shoes than I would have imagined they look like. They're not even feet-shaped.
I want to look at the DIY. Hold on a second. What? You can make your own little sandal. Look at that. Hold on, we're looking at this. Well, you can make a sandal. 19 to 30 bucks. They aren't shoes with toesies, they could be. It's literally just, you get a strip of whatever this is. Some kind of foam, it looks like. And a string. And then boom, you've made shoe, I guess, for 30 bucks. This is a scam. Over 61,000 fake, 5-star reviews. And these have 1,000 reviews, apparently. Very comfy. Bought 6 pairs for my wife, probably because they break every 2 minutes. So comfortable. Normally I hate having anything in between my toes. Oh god, this is the worst website ever. For somebody who has someone like Steak in their chat room. That woman was just having both dogs on displays. Look at that. Pervert. Anyway. No sniff. It's called Vibram, the foot-shaped shoe. Vibram? The English language is so flawed. I can see one word and pronounce it 8 different ways. Oh my god, they're hideous. Yeah, I do remember these. They're just as bad as I remember. Luckily, I only ever saw them occasionally on the beach, and then never elsewhere. If I saw them in like a shop or something, I would be livid. Anyways, they're a good product, I hear, and the idea is that your foot should be strengthening by not having the support all the time. That makes sense. It is interesting how messed up evolution is, though. Like, for a lot of people, that might work, strengthening the foot, but for other people, not having the support is just like a one-way ticket to chronic foot pain, and like then subsequently probably back pain. So it's like, you know, your genes can just mess you up just because. And it's like, if they were born in the prehistory era, they probably would just have to deal with it. In fact, part of the reason my foot was as bad as it was is because I was wearing arch supports all my life. I see. It's absolutely not for everyone. It's so weird. Can one thing just be universal for humans so we can agree on something? I will breakfast at Tiffany's that one detail about human existence. Into world peace. I will make it blossom. Like, we all need food. But then somebody out there is going to be like, I actually don't like eating that much. I just know that I have to, so I do it purely for nutrition. It's like, we can't even have that, dude. There's going to be some jabroni out there being like, I don't even like eating. It's like, we can't even agree on needs? I can't believe this. What is it going to take to unite the world? I know. Maybe this comic will be the savior. Like in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, it just takes one piece of art. Cole hates eating. I knew this would happen. Gotta go back to Spartan days where we throw imperfect babies off cliffs. Oh, sorry. Your baby has a peanut allergy. Ooh. Tugs on Spartan shirt collar. Ooh. Which is, I guess, not a shirt at all. Did they wear shirts? I don't think so. I perceive Spartans as basically exclusively through the lens of the movie 300. And they had a lot of abdomen showing, airbrushed and all. They had abs, sort of. As much as you would like to believe that they did. How do you hate eating? Surely there's some food that Cole enjoys putting in his face. For flavor purposes. I refuse to believe that all food bad. French food from France. Well, that explains some things. That makes sense. Ramen sushi. I thought you were listing French foods. And we're just sorely confused. No one makes ramen like the French, let me tell you. Because they don't make it. It's literally impossible to make it how they do it over there. It's so airy you wouldn't even believe. Did you know that the name Tiffany existed all the way back into the 1100s, but nobody wrote about it because it sounded too modern? And therefore it has remained a modern name to this day? Simply by everyone refusing to acknowledge how old it actually is? That's awesome. Did you know the name Zotan was created roughly in the year 2014? I think there's actually some really good ramen places in France. I'm sure there's some specialty places out there. There's always a market for noodle. Imagine going to France for ramen. I bet some people do. Why? I don't know. What if it's where you met your wife? She was just there on a tourist trip. And you have lived in that town, and then she stopped by the ramen place. And then there it is. Life destination forever. What if it's the regular hangout spot for the French Yakuza, also known as Le Yakuza? What if there's any good krokenbush in Japan? Cooking channel on YouTube. He just goes by Alex now. He visits a really good ramen place there. Interesting. How might... Well, that's just horrible for brand recognition, first of all. Alex, what are you trying to do here? You're not the first, and you're definitely not the last. How do you want people to look you up? Alex from Food Network. French, of course. He changed his handle to just Alex. Alex Cooking Channel Man. There he is. I found him. No channel promotion. He almost got his NordVPN ad right in my live stream. What's his most popular video? I tried to master the world's best mashed potatoes. Can you make 1 million layer puff pastry by hand? He's now Alex Cooking Channel Man. Is there? I'm looking at Alex right now at French Guy Cooking also. He looks like what I imagine a younger version of my French teacher would have looked like. Here? Alright, 1 second. Draw this beard. A little bit. Bonjour. No, get out of here, advertisement.
This video is sponsored by...
I've never, ever met a ramen chef like this. Geek level 99? What? Ramen, Season 2, Episode 2. Kodawati Ramen is just on another level. Squarespace, no. Oh, this dude's got a whole team. He's the director, author, host, and camera. He also has an editor and co-author, a producer, and then a second camera operator and editor. Wait, hold on. His second editor is actually 2 editors, named Luca and Sean, respectively. So I guess the title of third editor just doesn't mean anything. Kodawati Ramen, you say? Or just his split personalities? Don't worry about that. Luca's a cool name for a split personality, and just a cool name in general. I enjoy that. Went a little bit Kanye-pilled with the editing. That's fine. We can understand that. Just hope he's medicated for that. Otherwise, you'll start talking about Hitler. And that was not a great era for Kanye. Neither was the era where he decided to sing a Queen song live on stage without any auto-tune. That was pretty funny. I do enjoy that video from time to time. I really do gotta draw these guidelines a bit better than how I'm doing it right now. It's the eyebrow, then you divide for nose, and mouth would actually be around here. See, this is the problem with drawing the facial hair first. I always gotta move it around. Up. Facial hair go up. Unlike head on hair, hair on head, head on hair. Wow. Good job, Zoden. Hair on head go down. It fall off top of head and then move down slowly. Or quickly, if you're me. Very fast. In fact, the fastest it could have possibly gone. At a certain point. With any luck, we'll be able to finish... What do we have? 1.5? I don't know about the line art for the page, but at least the character line art for the majority of the panels today. That would be nice. I did not have enough water for the stream. It's getting even drier in this state. I gotta get out of here. Maybe Maryland will be slightly more moisturized. It's like a frozen desert up here. You can tell the snow is about to drop. Bring your portfolio to Maryland too. I'll help you review it. Alright, alright. I believe we agreed on the resume. The portfolio, I have a website, which I can just show you when I'm there. I'm not going to link it now because it has my whole ass name in it. Make your new resolution come true. My forced resolution? I don't really feel much resolve towards that one, but we'll try it anyway. I just wanted to be unhealthy like my favorite mangaka, my favorite bad influences. All the greats did it. I saw an interesting video. There's like this whole debacle coming out now about Cat Williams just absolutely demolishing Kevin Hart and calling him out for being an industry plant, which I always kind of suspected. But now with all the stuff that he's talking about, it just seems true. And one of the things, speaking of all of the greats doing it, was that Cat Williams brought up this weird thing that Hollywood does to black male actors, where at some point, if they want to increase their level of fame, they will have to feature in at least one role where they are wearing a dress in a comedic setting to be laughed at. And you would think that's just a weird conspiracy, but like, no, all the clips and all the examples that come up, you're like, this does happen quite often, doesn't it? And it's so weird how this also happened with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart said he would never compromise his, you know, his standards and put on a dress to do that kind of role if he was uncomfortable with it. And then, very shortly after, before he started, like, rocketing off into fame, as famous as he is somehow these days. We're talking, like, Hollywood blockbusters every couple of weeks level famous. He shows up on SNL wearing a dress. For a bit. And it's like, oh my god, this is a real thing, isn't it? And Cat Williams was on Oprah talking about this. That's another clip I watched. And she looked terrified when he... No, it wasn't. It was Dave Chappelle was talking about it on Oprah. This phenomenon that happens. And Oprah looked, when he brought this up on her show, she looked terrified like she knew what he was going to talk about. It's messed up. This is apparently so common. She was so wide-eyed in that clip. She's like, is he really going to talk about the thing that we're not supposed to talk about? This Hollywood insider psycho garbage that I fully believe happens all the time. Gotta sell your soul, it's true. You have to prove that you're going to do what they say, no matter how ridiculous, and then maybe they'll let you be famous. These weirdo rich people. Faceless. And when they do have a face, it's usually some kind of gross one, like Harvey Weinstein. So maybe they should all just keep being faceless. In other news, in lighter news, I have found several new muscle mommy artist illustrators to find and follow on Twitter. I found them to find them? No, I found to follow on Twitter. So, all in all, pretty good day. We are winning today. I know I got dental work done today. I found new Muscle Mommy accounts while I was in the waiting room. Probably should not have been looking at that in the waiting room, but I was. Where else am I going to look at? Teeth good, Muscle Mommy good. I know, it's good. It's a good day today. Life good. What's that gorilla video? Love that one. You even said choo choo. You made me do that. It was on the prompter. Wait, he's not supposed to have his eyes open in this panel. Get those things out of here. Get those ocular spheres away from me. Oh, now he looks sad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's just for the story. Teeth? I know, I have them. And now they look gooder than ever before. Well, maybe not ever before. I had some pretty nice ones when maybe I was like in 8th grade. But now I'm not in 8th grade anymore. Now I got a stomach problem. But they're not too bad. Especially, I keep drawing him sad. He's not even supposed to be sad in this panel. Now I just keep... That's just what's happening. That's the image I carved into my brain. But yeah, I was surprised. Definitely full-on hypochondriac mode. I was like, guys, my teeth, I swear, they're so acid-eroded. Could you please deal with it? And then they fixed it. And by fixed it, I mean just did a standard cleaning. And they're like, yeah, no, your enamel is fine. You use Pronamel? I was like, yeah. And they're like, alright, good. Yeah, no, you're fine. I was like, oh, are you sure? Yep. Oh, okay. Well, if 2 dentists say it to me in the same day, I guess I literally can't deny any of that. I'm no dentist. I just pretend I'm one when I'm on Google. Now, if we could figure out how to treat male pattern baldness, that would be great. I would like to not have to do this for the rest of my life. The maintenance is not that hard, it's just, oh, come on, bro. I had hair. And it was going away, and I didn't want to deal with it. They already cured it in mice a few times, so they've done it. Just figure out how to do it on a purple. On a purple? On a people. What the hell is a purple? Figure out how to do it on the Blue Man group, and then we'll talk. They're the perfect lab rat experiments, the Blue Man group. They're almost human, but not quite. They're the closest analog we have. They're perfect for testing. Frank put purple? Frank put purple. We can test it on Frank put purple. I don't think he's balding, though, based on his avatar. Should we check the last few stream numbers for view count? I know this doesn't mean much to anyone but myself, but like, I'm curious, so let's do it. I have the achievement tab open right now. What do we got? Refreshing the page. It only goes up to January 9th. Hey, yo, Twitch, where's my stuff? Go to the achievements. Go to the 30-day stats. There they are. Ooh. It's going well. We're at 2.7. With the past couple of streams at both averaging at 3.8. That's almost 4 people. Feel bad for the one guy, but you know, 8/10 of a person is still quite a bit of person. You can live comfortably with 8/10 of yourself. That's just like, you know, missing below one knee. And you're good. We're moving up, baby. We're almost there. If we can keep it going, I don't know how... Well, this is like, let's see. This is like 3 streams of around 4 viewers, and I've moved up 0.2 decimal points, so with that logic, I only need about, like a week of this consistent viewer count of 3.8, and then we could do it. I think that would work. And we could finally get this done and over with. I want my funny JPEGs. Need 30% of a viewer. Yeah, if anyone could just donate their kidneys. Just put them in front of a laptop. Make sure the volume is above 50%. We'll be good. And then we'll go to partner, and then I'll get all the other Twitch achievements, like getting, what is it? What's their hardest achievement to get? Let me check. Reach 10 million hours watched total on your channel. I almost have 1,000, so that'll probably take forever. Have 1,000 viewers at the same time. Alright, so once we get those achievements, I can quit, but it'll take a while to get there. I'm gonna 100% Twitch's achievement page, and then like a Steam game, I'm gonna drop it forever. That's my goal. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. I think it would be funny to be famous. I wouldn't even want to be famous for a multitude of reasons. Outside of, like, financial security, it apparently sucks in just about every way. But I think it would be funny to see, like, the more famous I get, the more... It would be like a direct correlation between the more famous I get, the more nervous Swan would be that I would eventually raid her at some point. With like 500 people. I think that would be hysterical to watch happen. Garo too. I would raid Garo 100% for 500 viewers. Anybody. You got a live stream, let me know. I'll freaking ruin you. Why are you like that? I'm supportive? Why am I supportive and cool and a good friend? Put some respect on Peanut Bubber's name. I did. I have to make sure we're no longer on speaking terms by that. And I'll freaking find you. Need to make you hate my guts. Nope. I refuse. I refuse. You can't make me. Yeah, the hair's gotta go here. Why? I don't know. Just, I refuse. Can't stop me. You can't even lie about stuff, because if you could come to me one day and be like, Zotan, I have a confession, I hate Monster Hunter, I've hated it this whole time, but then I'll see your Steam page when Wilds comes out, and it'll be like 30 hours logged in the past 2 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, I figured, I knew this would happen. I knew she was just lying the whole time. Can't hide nothing. Can't have shit in Detroit. Although maybe I wouldn't see your Steam hours because you're a hider. So maybe there is a fault in my plan. Yeah, you can't see nothing. I really can't. It's your fault. Is this there? No. It's not. Okay, I can have all the bad video game takes. You could already at this very moment. Gonna play Nier just to tell me that you hated it. Nah, we all know that's gonna be another lie, another shallow attempt at lying to Zotan, the all-seeing and all-powerful. I see everything. Have you seen all of Golden Kamuy yet? I see nearly everything. What's this man's shirt? What is this man's shirt? Do I have water still? Oh, thank God. That is all the water I have. I would have to go downstairs to get more, and I don't know if I can do that. Although, every time I put a big old red BRB on screen, I do gain 2 viewers for some reason, so... You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go do it. I need water. I'll be right back. And y'all get to, I guess, filter in, like you so often do. That's not the red. We need the red. It draws in people. It's impactful. It's bold. It's daring. Alright, one moment. Gotta keep staring at the red text. Alright, unfortunately my ploy did not work this time. Still the same number of viewers. Oh, never mind, somebody just came in. Okay. I saw the counter update. I got you. I got your number, Twitch. I know the red text works. It always does. At least somebody comes in every time. Works 100% of the time, and I don't know why. Ugh, why is the human brain like this? You show a little bit of color on screen and everyone's just like, oh yeah, I could watch this. Let me get in there. What is this guy doing? Let's take a gander in here. Ooh, he needs a bigger hand. He had a very small baby hand. Get yourself a larger hand, my boy. And I guess we can draw... circles. I don't want to draw a circle right now. And you know what that means? I don't even have to. That's for later. I don't want to do it right now. I want to draw this one. Where the text is going. Where are we? I don't know. I just looked around. I'm not sure what room this is. All I know is there's a comic in front of me. That seems like something I'd be interested in. Guess I could keep working on whatever this is. Oh, wait, I have a thing for this. I have the man's face in profile. Show me the man's face. There it is. There you are. I see you. That's what you look like. Forehead, lip, and that goes here. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the little ninja sounds that accompanied that little breakdown of the facial landmarks. This is not how his face looks. I know I just looked at it, but this is not it. Let's try pushing this. I think his face is too short there. Yeah, there we go. Widen the face. Did I ever draw his neck in profile? I don't think he has an Adam's apple. I don't think I've drawn characters with Adam's apples yet. At least overly pronounced ones. Today's stream went by pretty quick today, and I attribute that to everybody stopping in to say something, be it kind or unkind. So thank you for helping me pass the time here. I was worried that after finding out that I was going to have to do a 6-day work week this week, that things would just kind of drag on, but luckily, the day is progressing by pretty smoothly. What with the dental appointment, and the Muscle Mommy Twitter, and the good stream today, it's going nice. Nothing unkind was said. I don't know, I could scroll back. I'm sure I could find something. That's a good-ass song. What is this one? Bone Bottom. That's what they call me. Just now, not even in high school. That's just me now, and always. Whenever I sat in Santa's lap as a child, puncture wounds. From the pelvic bone. Every time. It was consistent. I had to be registered as a weapon in New York State just so they would allow me to not, take charges for it when it happened. That's a real story. For sure. Wow, I know. What do you want for Christmas, young and then that would be the noise. It haunts me to this day, hearing Santa cry out in pain every time. Ho ho! Oh no! That's what he would say. You guys ever, like the Santa sitting on Santa's lap tradition is already weird enough. How could you? I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't ask to be born skinny. I actually wasn't born skinny. Apparently I was a very morbidly obese baby. My parents have the pictures to prove it. They sat me down next to my cousin, and in those baby pictures, it looked like I was about to eat him. I was large. I have to apologize to my mother every day when she shows me those pictures. I'm just, oh no, I'm so, you, that? You? And that? No, surely not. I'm so sorry. And that me? No. That weighs more than I do. Has definitely a higher body fat percentage. Now my body fat percentage is so low I can just say that I have abs when technically I do. But they are not like uber defined or anything. I just have them because of how thin I am. Which is a cheater's way of having abs, and I'll take it regardless. Yeah, I will gladly endorse that. If you can have abs any way possible, you take those. You say that you have them. I was a chubby baby too. The chubby babies usually grow up skinny. It's pretty funny. That's so weird. I wonder what codifies that genetically. Or like maybe evolutionarily? I don't know. Are you sure they're abs and not ribs? I'm pretty sure that's not where the ribs go. I'm pretty sure the abdominal cage, the ribs stop right where the abs start. I'm pretty sure I've looked at enough anatomical diagrams for that. Pretty sure I know where the abs live. And she said nothing unkind was said to me this stream. Sure it's not just your ribs, you emaciated little idiot? That's what you said. You said that to me. Hey Zotan, guess what Disney character you are? What Disney character am I? You're the elephant graveyard from Lion King. Oh, you got me, dude. You freaking got me, dude. You got me good with that one. Wow. You roast yourself better than I ever could. I'm very good at being my own worst critic. This guy sucks. That's why I'm trying so hard to make this comic right. I have the propensity for self-loathing so much that I'm really going to try and force myself to make this something even I care about. And so far it's going alright, but I want to push that alright until like, oh yeah, I've got something special here. It's coming along. I still got a few hiccups, but we're getting places. I think by chapter 3 it'll really solidify whether or not I actually do have something in terms of a style that I'm comfortable with, that is easily replicable and is able to achieve the results that I want, both in terms of art and in terms of story and pacing. That all comes with paneling and stuff, which is very hard to master. I'm still very much a beginner, a novice at paneling. I ain't no witch hat atelier. That stuff's crazy. It achieves all of the clarity, the design function of paneling, but with all of the artistry and, like, timing and all. It's just, like, it's masterful. I don't know how they do it. What an insane series, artistically speaking. I need to actually read it one of these days. Instead of just gawking at Google Images screenshots, like, oh, someday. Then I sigh wistfully into the phone screen. Already almost at 2 hours. It's crazy. I was thinking we were going to at least finish the line art for this page, but damn. Where does it go? I'm luring Steve to only like right now in media res. Are you currently in DM's negotiation? You really just gotta suck anybody else into that rabbit hole, don't you? You can't live with the fact that you alone suffered that trauma. And now you gotta get other people in on it. Don't you see what it's doing to you? It's consuming you. You said you woke up thinking about it like it was some intrusive thought. You're letting it win. Yes. He asked, I provide. Why did he ask? Well, hold on. Now I gotta talk to Steve. Now I gotta have words with this man. Hey, word on the street is you're being a bit sussy. Care to explain yourself? Yes, because of my Discord status. Oh, yeah, I did see that also. Under your normal tag. What a horrible tag that is. Well, knowing the context that it means is awful. They immediately started backpedaling, but it was too late. Oh no. He's on the line. He didn't even realize that the worm was set and that he had taken it. And now you're trying to ruin a man. Is my man's head too small again? I linked to the song and he's saying it's far too good for whatever the game could be, and he's right. That song is better than anything that game had to offer. It doesn't deserve it. How dare you? You played the game. You know this to be true. I think I will have to adjust this face in the future, but for now, we'll just keep going. I might use the mesh transform tool in the future when I feel like it. Speaking of road trips, since I will be going on one soon, my own personal hell that is driving for a long period of time, but I will endure. My sister went on an interesting trip recently. She just started going on it today. I think she should have arrived by now. She was going to Salem, Massachusetts for whatever reason. I think she's going to put a hex on somebody, but I'm not entirely sure who or for what reason. But she just decided she just needed to get away, and her place to get away was Salem, Massachusetts. And you know what? Knowing my sister, that checks out. She's the kind of person who will watch The Nightmare Before Christmas just whenever, pretty much year-round. So if that gives you any indication of what her whole deal is, you better watch out. I've never done anything to my sister. She moved out well before I became an annoying teenager. So she never had to deal with the full brunt of my idiocy and irritation. Oh, we're out of Hollow Knight. Have you offended her even remotely recently? No, she got a new car and I complimented her new car. Her son, my nephew, is one of my best friends, so it's like, dude, I'm freaking good in the familial department. I gotta talk to that dude more. My nephew, he sent me Instagram posts earlier. He sends me memes in DMs, and I gotta watch those. He sent a few, and I haven't caught up. Maybe she didn't like your compliment. Well, that's her issue to sort out. She's not like you. She accepts compliments. You haven't caught up? Uh-oh, I know I'm leaving my nephew on unread. Not even on red, just unread. To Salem with you. You're going to Brazil. Brazil, Massachusetts. Wait, is this the right one? No, it's the right one. Okay. Wait, do I have a profile of his hair as well? It's just kind of what I expected it to be. Yeah, it's about the same. It's just a little bit more pronounced with the more recent panels because I'm figuring out how to art a little bit better over time. One thing I want to start doing more is incorporating photo reference into these panels a bit more, just so I'm actually doing some active studying while I'm doing this comic, because I haven't studied, like, for real in a while. I'm thinking I might have to start doing that again. I'll try to incorporate mo photo reference, of them, into my work process. It'll take a little bit more time, so this will naturally be done only after I start releasing pages. Is when I can afford to even remotely slow down a bit. But for right now, I'm in constant overdrive. Get this freaking thing out mode. Go to bed. Wake up. Fulfill biological needs. Do comic. Go to sleep again. Wake up, go to work, and then I repeat. I sleep in like 2 different intervals. That's why there seems to be a lot of sleeping in that process. I sleep for like 4 hours at a time. I don't get a solid 8-hour block. That would be impossible with my current schedule. We're lucky that it's even this sustainable. It could be much worse. It was about to be much worse, but then you people came along. And wanted me to be healthier. No regretty. I'm aware y'all think you've won, but I'll find something dumb to do, like eat a cheeseburger in 1 bite. That'll do it. I can definitely do that. Something real stupid. Now my teeth have been polished and sharpened and refined. They didn't sharpen it at the dentist, but what if they did? Now I can definitely chomp a cheeseburger in 1 bite. For sure, I got the prime teeth to do it with these days. I will say, I will never ever get used to the sound that the metal instruments make on teeth. It sounds like they're just scraping it right out of your face. That you will be left with nothing by the time they're done. It sounds like your teeth become made out of, like, sand. And they're just picking it out of you. But no, by the end of the process, you look in the mirror when you get home and you're like, oh, thank God it's still there. Turns out dentists actually know what they're doing. Who would have thought? Although I did have some bad dentists when I was a kid, so maybe blind trust in dentistry is not the optimal angle to go for. I have 1 metal filling in my teeth, and I didn't even need it. It was just it was an upcharge that the dentist I had as a kid tried to get us to do, and it worked. It was like, I guess, you know, we didn't know any better to know if I had a cavity or not. We just assumed the dentist lady did. She was also so bad that she would, like, she would put the numbing agent in your teeth, or in your gums, or whatever. And then I forget who she did this to. It was either my mom or my sister. But they gave them, one of them, the numbing agent. And then they left for so long that it started to wear off before she actually came back and started doing anything. And I was like, oh, that's awful. That's like traumatic level stuff. It's like, where did you even go? It's a dental office. What are you doing? Luckily, we never went back to that after I got the filling that I probably don't even need, but now I do have metal in my teeth, so that's pretty cool. Not as cool as Joe Pesci's gold tooth in Home Alone, but, you know, it's something. its hand seems a little small as well. Keep making hands too small. Bigger hand. Alright, so we drew that. What are we gonna do now? I guess we could draw the other face here. We don't have much time, though, on stream is the thing. Can I draw a face in profile in 7 minutes? I honestly don't trust myself to do that. So maybe we'll draw this hand and then call it. It probably won't take that long. It's a very close-up shot here. And I have a very simplified way of drawing fingers, so... I'm not going to go all hyper-realistic just because it's a close-up shot of the hand, no. This is where better artists than I would include, like, fingernails and stuff, and, like, the wrinkles between each joint here in a way that doesn't look gross. But I am lazy, and I'm trying to get stuff done fast. There would be full, in-depth cross-hatching over every bit of the form here. It's just, oh my god, you guys are nuts. You gotta stop doing that. I can't do all the fancy hatching and cross-hatching in grayscale work that I would want to do, or work that I would do if it was in grayscale, because I don't do I have to color these pages too. It's really one or the other for me. Some people can do both. They add all this fancy texturing into their coloring and painting process. I can't do that yet. I did try that out a little bit when I was rendering backgrounds for what was Chapter 1, what is now going to be Chapter 2. In fact, I think I can open up the example on screen, because there's no words on it. In fact, it's the very first page I started working on for this whole thing. Look at this. Look at this painted background. What was I, an idiot? I still enjoy this page. But you could see here I started using this little cross-hatching brush to try and cheat some effects in there. I might go back into using this, I don't know. I think it looks a little too stilted. Might have to find a way to narrow the space between the lines. The only way that hatching looks bad is if the lines have too much space between them, and I think that's a little bit of a problem here. I might have to make my own custom brush. I don't know. But I was trying to put texture in stuff. I still try to put texture in stuff. I use the gouache brush for my value pass, just to add even the slightest bit of texture into my values. If you can see it somewhere, like here. Look at all that texture. Look at that. It just makes it feel a little bit better. A little less digital to me. Which is also the reason why I use pencil brushes. I can't stand it looking like it's a digital painting. It needs to look at least a little bit real. And it definitely can't look like a 3D model. I won't allow it. I didn't realize this was a bunch of orchestral remixes here. I wish Finn would show up more, then I could end stream. I kind of have to feel it out manually these days. I don't have any timer to go by now. Where the heck is that guy? He's probably mad. This is not real, but it's just a bit. He's probably mad that I offered to take that tea set off his hands and hide it in somebody's luggage. But then we never actually followed through on that. I think it would have been funny though. No. What do you mean no? I didn't say anything about you. Don't assume. In these winter months, it could always be nice. It always benefits you to have a nice, or at least the capacity to make a nice hot cup of tea whenever you want. And I just think it would be a very thoughtful gift on Finn's end if he were to give that tea set to somebody, to anyone. No one in particular even, just somebody. You know? What if that somebody's an unwilling participant? Well, then they should reevaluate. As in, does it? Thank you for clarifying. Maybe they should reevaluate what it means to accept a gift from somebody. It's the thought that counts, and we all must recognize that every day. And my gift to you, Swan, today is that I will no longer be speaking. So you will not have to be irritated any longer. Thank everybody for stopping by today. Good stream, I think. We made good progress. We had good conversation. We didn't show any adult cartoon clips today. So that's another positive for this stream over the last one. We're always looking to improve in certain ways. Less sin, less unprotected hand-holding. All of the whole 9 yards. So yeah, I'll be doing... What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll be doing something. I'm not entirely sure if we'll continue the Sekiro playthrough or if we'll do some fighting game refresh streams where I try to get good before MagFest. That might be what I do. We'll see. I think that might be what I do just because that sounds fun. Not the bare hand holding, I know. I'm getting the vapors just thinking about it. Heavens, lordy. Egads and whatnot. But yeah. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go stare at my teeth in the mirror for a while and start thinking to myself, like, what the heck? Those are not mine. Those are somebody else's. These do not look like what I had before. But yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.